السلام عليكم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسولنا محمد سيد الأولين والآخرين. مدد يا رسول الله أصحاب رسول مدد يا مشايخنا دستور مولانا شيخ عبد الله فاز الأنصار شيخ محمد الحقاني مدد طريقتنا الصحبة والخير في الجمعية. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إنما المؤمنون إخوة فاصلحوا بين أخويكم واتقوا الله لعلكم ترحمون. صدق الله العظيم. Allah Azze ve Celle müminler kardeş diyor. Kardeşler arasında tabi her zaman şey olmaz.
Allah Almighty declares that the believers are brothers, and sometimes the relations between brothers may not be good.
Bazı arada da kavga olur.
Sometimes brothers may argue,
Ya birbirlerine karşılık bir şeyler olur.
or something may happen in between them that causes animosity or hostility against each other.
Onun aralarını bulun diyor.
But Allah Almighty orders us that we should make sure to reconcile each other and to help brothers to reconcile.
Allah Azze ve Celle ki rahmeti üzerinize olsun.
Help to get along well with each other, and if you see brothers fighting each other, help them reconcile so that you may obtain Allah Almighty's mercy.
İnsanoğlu tabi hata yapar.
Humans do make mistakes.
Hata yapınca af ister karşıdan hata yapmışsa
And it is in humans' nature that if somebody commits a wrong, the other side expects that person to apologize.
onun hatasını affeden Allah affedenleri sever diyor.
And you must know that those who forgive are beloved by Allah Almighty. Allah Almighty loves those who forgive.
İhsan edenleri sever.
Allah Almighty loves those who are gracious and do goodness.
Allah'ın sevgili kulu olmak istersen onu yap. Hem Allah'ın rahmeti üzerine olur.
If you want to be a servant beloved by Allah Almighty, then forgive the wrongdoings and mistakes committed by your believing fellow Muslim brothers, and Allah Almighty will shower His mercy upon you.
Hem Allah'ın sevdiği kullarından olursun.
If you forgive your fellow Muslim brothers and sisters for their wrongdoings, then you will become a servant whom Allah Almighty loves.
İnsanoğlunun bir başka şeylerde başka mahlukatlarda olmayan şey var. Unutmaz.
Humans have that specific trait that they don't forget.
Bir şey oldu mu şey yapar. Bana bu adam böyle yaptı. Onu ya söyleyeceğim ya döveceğim.
So if somebody gets wronged, or if somebody experiences a mistake or wrongdoing committed by others, then they will hardly forget that, and they will want to take revenge. They either want to curse them or beat them up.
De şey yapar, aklından geçirir. İçinde kin olur.
If somebody undergoes a wrongdoing committed by others, then they will foster that bad feeling within themselves, and they will want to take revenge, to fight back either by words or by deeds, and they will keep that grudge.
Bu şeylerde yok. Başka mahlukatlarda yok.
There's no other creature which has that trait of seeking revenge.
Onlarda falan yok. Bazılarında var mesela. Devede, filde onlarda şey olur. Unutmazlar. Daha sonra gelip o kötülük yapan yahut ona eziyet edeni bulursa intikam alır ya şey yapar. O meşhurdur ama başkalarında yok.
There are no other creatures like humans who have that sense of animosity and that characteristic of not forgetting a wrongdoing. Camels and elephants, they may remember if they have been tyrannized, and if they have been exposed to abuse, and then they will take their revenge if they encounter that a person. But among other creatures, the human being is unique in that trait of not forgetting the wrongdoing somebody has committed and seeking revenge.
Biz hayvan birbirini vurur, biraz sonra gider şey yapmaz, durmaz ama insan
Animals, they fight back immediately, and then they forget. They don't keep that grudge. They do not seek revenge.
onu imtihan olduğu için insanoğlunda var her türlü iyilik de var, kötülük de var.
But as humans undergo tests in this world, they have this feeling and characteristic that they may seek revenge.
Allah Azze ve Celle iyilik yapmayı emreder.
Allah Almighty has equipped us with both positive and negative characteristics, and Allah Almighty has ordered us to not do what is bad, but instead to do what is good.
İyilik yapanı, Allah'ın emrini tutanı sever.
Allah Almighty loves those who do good. Allah Almighty loves those who forgive.
Rahmeti üzerine olur.
And Allah Almighty's mercy is on those who do goodness and who forgive.
Onun için lüzumsuz boş boşuna Allah'ın sevmediği şeyler yapmaya gerek yok.
Therefore, you should not waste your time doing things Allah Almighty dislikes.
Varsa fazla geçinemiyorsan, hoşlanmıyorsan uzak duracaksın.
If you don't get along well with someone, and even if maybe you don't like that person, then don't talk too much to that person. Keep your distance.
Fazla muhatap olmayacaksın.
Don't be in situations where you will confront that person.
Öyle geçip gider hayat. Her şey geçer, hiçbir şey.
But there's no need to hold a grudge. Life is passing by.
Sabit değil, hiçbir şey olduğu gibi durmaz.
Nothing remains forever in this world.
Bir bakarsın artık hiçbir şey kalmamış.
And if you are just patient, you will realize that in the end, nothing will remain.
Onun için buna dikkat etmek lazım.
This is something you must pay attention to not hold a grudge.
Husumet, küsmek falan onlar Allah'ın sevmediği şeyler.
Hostility, being offended, holding a grudge, those are bad characteristics, and those are things Allah Almighty does not love.
Mümin için 3 günden fazla küs durmak olmaz diyor Peygamber sallallahu aleyhi ve sellem.
For a believer to stay offended for more than 3 days is not allowed, says the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him.
Hoşlanmadım, konuşma, selam ver, o kadar uzak dur.
If you don't like a person, you don't have to talk to them too much. Just give your greeting, give your salams, and then stay away.
Ama kalkıp da içinde kin tutup da kavga edeceğim, vuracağım, edeceğim demek şeytanın şeyidir, sevdiği şeylerdir.
But maintaining that hostility and animosity against your fellow Muslim brothers and sisters, holding a grudge inside, and making that grow, saying things like, I'll fight him, I'll hit him, I'll do this, I'll do that against him. Those are things by shaitan. These are things that shaitan loves.
Allah muhafaza etsin.
May Allah Almighty protect us from such behavior and such characteristics.
Kin tutmak da yani bu kötü ahlaklar insanın maneviyatını yorar.
Holding a grudge, hostility, animosity, all those bad feelings you hold against others will tire your spirituality.
Kendisi maneviyat yorulunca kendisi de yorulur.
And when one's spirituality is tired, the person themselves also get tired.
İnsan da her türlü aklı da başka şeye düşünmez.
And then that person becomes preoccupied with thinking about nothing else. A person's mind who holds a grudge doesn't think about anything else. It only thinks about seeking revenge.
Bu şey düşünür. Düşününce de bütün hem maddi hem manevi zarar görmüş olur.
And when a person maintains that hostility, those bad feelings, and keeps that grudge, then that person will suffer both material harm as well as spiritual harm.
Allah muhafaza etsin.
May Allah Almighty protect us.
Nefsimizin şerlerinden Allah muhafaza etsin.
May Allah Almighty protect us from the evils of our egos.
Ve minallah tevfik. El Fatiha.